Hello and welcome to Anugraha Yoga. My name is Renee, and today we continue with our yoga series where we have been discussing and putting into practice the yamas and the niyamas. If you have not yet seen the previous videos of the yamas and niyamas that we've done so far, please go check them out and then join me back here for our discussion on the fourth niyama of Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya invites us to know ourselves. It is self-study. And when we do this study of ourselves, we become more aware of who we really are, what is our true identity, our true self. As we work our way through our yoga practice, we learn that we are more than just the body. We have different layers of our being, our koshas. And these are, our mental space, our emotional space, different layers of our being. As we study these layers, we begin to become more aware and more free. And this is what Svadhyaya helps us to do, to work our way through the layers of our being to our inner core. The thing is that when we get caught up in identifying with the different layers of our being, then we might forget who we are at our being. And when we forget, then we suffer. Then we get caught up in the world around us, all of the different stuff that goes on, and we are not happy. Yoga and Svadhyaya brings us back to our true self, our inner self. We want to know that and to observe that who we are is formed by the family that we are in, by our culture, our environments. We pick up the beliefs and conditioning of where we are. And it is for us to work our way through that and to really come back to our inner truth, to figure out who we are, what we're about. In interacting with the world, we are shown ourselves because what we see outside of ourselves is just a reflection of what is inside of us, what is inside going on right now. And so we must be willing to see how our beliefs color what is going on around us. Every event is an opportunity to learn more about ourselves. And if there is disharmony or if there's an imbalance of some kind, we must be willing to trace that back to the origin inside ourselves. I want to share with you a few words from Deborah Adele and her book on the yamas and the niyamas. And she speaks about how the path of growth is not a straight line. It does not look anything like what we think it should look like. In fact, often our belief system of what growth looks like is the very thing that stops our growth. What we think we know stops our inquiry. The Buddhists remind us to have a beginner's mind, to know that we don't know. It is this stance of humility that opens the door to learning and revelation. The ability to bring the witness into play in our lives is the ability to step outside of ego limitation and find out there is something more. It is to find that you are a soul, and then to polish the ego so that the ego becomes a function of the soul rather than a function of itself. Swami Veda writes, "It is by surrendering the limitations of its own banks that a river becomes the mighty ocean." Do not be afraid to throw away the trinkets of your ego to gain the diamond of grace. This process begins with growing our ability to witness. And when we speak about witnessing, when we work on witnessing, this is that ability to step back and to watch ourselves, to become aware of what are our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, and our responses in each moment, to become aware of what is there as we move in this world. Witnessing brings healing as we are able to watch our ego rather than identify, to watch the play that is going on around us without getting caught up in all of the drama. Through Svadhyaya, we work on understanding our inner self And we can be guided not just by our exploration of ourself, but also by the work of others before us who have done their own study. So we can look at philosophy, we look at scripture, and in studying what others have said and have written and have thought up on their own, what their wisdom is, we can begin to look at and to question how that resonates with us and what that means for us in our own space. We really begin to study ourselves and to know ourselves, going into and finding our inner being, our inner truth. In our next video, we will be practicing Svadhyaya on the yoga mat, so I invite you to join me for that one. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have a question or a comment, leave it down below. And follow me at Anugraha Yoga TT on Facebook and on Instagram. Thanks again. Bye.